Good morning, everybody. This is the day that the Lord has made, and I shall rejoice in it. I'm Dr. Julia Royston of BK Royston Publishing, Royal Media and Publishing for the Kingdom Ministries and the Book Business Malls Consulting, helping you get your message to the masses, assisting you get your message to the masses, giving you the tools and resources to help you get your message to the masses. Turn your words into wealth and be a book business boss. So it's the last Sunday of May. Yay! And so tomorrow is Memorial Day, the commemoration of a lot of things. Um, Most traditionally, remembering war heroes, veterans. And so all who have served, all we remember, all who have, excuse me, I got a frog and it's got to go. All who have given their life for this country's freedoms, we say thank you and God bless you. But also, we remember everything, all of it. We take time to remember all the moments. So Deuteronomy 7:18 says, remember well what the Lord your God did. And that's just a phrase out of that scripture. The children of Israel always, they just seem to easily forget. And they would come to a different situation and whew, just totally forget what he did, what he brought them from, how he brought them out of Egypt, what did you forget? And so there is more than 200 times where the word remember is in there. So even though the saying is you can't go forward looking back, you can in your mind though. You can take opportunities to pause, to reflect, to remember those moments. The moments that were painful, the moments that were great, the moments that are celebratory. Yay! But there are some moments we want to forget, of course, absolutely. I've got those moments in my life too, as well. Then there's some moments that I want to forget that I don't want to forget, that I'll never forget because it changed my life forever. It not only changed my life forever, it changed the trajectory. I got to get it right. That's why you take speech therapy. That changed the trajectory. There it is of your whole life, the direction, the push, the drive, the energy, the passion that it took to do it. So some of those moments, I don't want to forget because I don't want to redo them. Ooh, deja vu. I've been here before. Up, run. Deja vu. I've been here before. Oh, pause. Think about it. What makes this different than the last time? Different people, different results, maybe. But pray about it. Think about it. Okay. So the moments. And then there are times where when we're talking about moments, mementos, and memories, that you have a memento. You have something, a token to actually physically remember. So I've got, well, you don't want to see what's all on my desk, but a lot of things that are on my desk. But this one is a necklace that my niece Nasia brought me back when she went to South Africa. Okay. That was my memento. It's two of them. I got this one, and then she brought me another one. Oh, yeah. Woo! She knows what Aunt Julia likes. And then this one is one that my niece Kendra brought back from. And so now I have mementos. So I guess eventually I'm going to have to get to Africa myself. But she just came back from Accra too as well. So South Africa around. So I have mementos. I have things that, that I can remember by. And then I can, I have pictures. I have little symbols of of little things that I do. Like I've got these little toys, and that reminds me of my book fairs that I do for children. Just little toys that they buy and they love, and they squeeze and they hold on and they rub and they're soft against their skin. But that brings me. It's not just so much the animal and it's cute and all that kind of stuff, but it's a memento. It reminds me. It helps me to remember the moments, the impact, the things that I do. And I know that many of you have mementos. Don't touch that. You go to Big Mama's house or Granny's house. Don't touch that, because that was given to me by my grandmother in her bedroom. She had an obituary of our first pastor, the founder of our home church in Louisville. And that paper, having been with books and all that kind of stuff, the paper from the early 1900s was so strong and so different. It was not so much recyclable. It was a memento, such though that he had been passed on for 50, 60 years or more, because my grandmother lived to be 104. So, I'm thinking that he had been passed on for like 70 or 80 years. So some mementos last for years. Some mementos are just in your heart. Some mementos are just in your head, but don't get rid of them. This is the day we're talking about the moments, the mementos, the memories. Remember well what the Lord your God did. Always remember it. Sometimes I still write things down. I still have notebooks. Yeah, that's on my desk. Oh, you can imagine what's on my desk. But I have notes. I have bills. I write notes on the back of bills. I write notes on the back of towel paper. I mean, you just can't even imagine, because that's the way my brain works. I get ideas at different times. So I have to remember those moments, because if he gave me an idea, I use my phone too as well, because sometimes I got to get it down or I will lose it, and I'll move on to the next thing and I won't have it down. That's the beauty of technology. So there are moments that you never want to forget. There are moments that you do want to forget that you shouldn't forget. There are mementos that you have for safekeeping, and that you put in cabinets and you dust off every now and then and all that. And then there are just the memories themselves that I remember my dad. Of course, I don't have to do too much to remember my father, because I look in the mirror, I see him every day. I say something he said every day. I'm doing something that he might not have done specifically, but in a way that he's done it. My mother said not too long ago, you walk just like your father. I said, yeah, I knew that. Definitely. It's the left leg that gets him every time, because we both had that thing where we drug our left leg. I don't know what that was. I don't know if it's a birth defect or what it was, but I remember he walked. I saw him walk, and I knew it was that left leg. I have the same thing. I have the same, thyroid issue. I have the same allergy issue. I have this. But the memories, they're so fond. So there's always opportunity to take time, pause. And even somebody like me who moves at 100 miles an hour, I'm learning to take more time. As I get older, I'm learning to take time to remember, to have those mementos, the cute little things that say, oh my gosh, somebody thought about me. Those things that I do kind of want to forget. And then those other things that I never want to forget. I don't want to get it lost. So I have a specific cabinet. I don't put it in a drawer. I don't stick it in a bin. I'm going through things now. I'm doing my own spring, summer cleaning, purge, everything. And I'm finding so many things that say, oh, I remember where I was. Oh, there's a picture of this. I'm writing a book 100. I just turned into the editor. And prior to that, it was talking about events and being at different events and when I was going through pictures, because Brian will tell you I'm obsessive about having the pictures. Let's take a picture of this moment. Let's take a picture of this event. And fortunately, then I was able to, the reader in the book is going to be able to see exactly what my table looked like, exactly where I was in the event. The corner, I said I was at a corner place. There's the picture of it. There's the banner. There's the booth. There's the table. There's the everything. And so I have memories because, first off, I'm a librarian by training and everything. So we keep everything. We catalog everything. We, even if it's in our mind, but then we formally catalog everything. So we have a history. So we have uh, a stamp, a point in time, so that not only our memories are in our mind, but as we get older, I can't hold all that in my mind. So I have a place for it and a place for everything. And then I have a place for on my computer and on my drive, everything that I published, all the books I published, everything that's right there. So the memories, because finally, final point, so that it helps to maximize your momentum. Because I think sometimes when we forget everything, or we just, or either we remember too much, and then, or we never do pause to remember and reflect and redo and revisit and rewrite and revise and make better for the next. We're not able to fully maximize our momentum. We don't keep it moving. Now, when I say memories and the moments and everything, that's not to stall you. That's not to stop you, but that is to make sure that your momentum keeps going, but in the right direction, at the right pace, to the right thing, so that the destination will be, it won't always be easy, but the destination will arrive and you'll still be whole. You'll still be, as the scripture says, clothed and in your right mind, so that you maximize the momentum. Some memories are like, oh, horrible, we don't want to go. But I do want you to remember that so you don't repeat it, so you don't do it again, so that you can teach others, so that you can help somebody else. Now, don't go down there because there's a roadblock down there and there is a big pothole, or 65 South across the Kennedy Bridge. They found a hole in the highway. They had to eliminate 3 lanes so they could fix the hole. It's time to don't ignore it, fix it. Don't ignore it, don't do it. Don't ignore it. So some memories are not to be ignored. They're so that you maximize your momentum, that you keep moving, that you keep going forward. You remember what happened back there, and you say, I don't think I want to, it's like events I attend and places I go and place, what no, we don't need to go back there. We don't need to eat that again. We don't need to, that restaurant. It was okay, but I won't be starving hungry and need to go there. Ooh, that food was good. I think I need to go. I like the atmosphere. Did you like that server? Maximize your momentum. And as you get older, it becomes even more important because you run out of time. You know, your moments show enough matter. Your mementos, they're cute, and some you gotta buy, and some that you gotta have, and whatever. And then some of your memories, shoosh, you write them down. You put them in a file. You put them on the calendar, your electronic calendar, so you'll have it forever. So you don't forget. Even when you do forget, you won't forget. To maximize your momentum to keep going. I hope that helps you today. But always remember, well, what the Lord your God did. You be blessed on this Memorial Day weekend. Some of it may be sad, some of it may be happy, but take time to reflect. Take time to remember. Congratulations to all the graduates. They're still graduating from high school, college. I don't care if it was a trade school, a certificate. I don't care if you got promoted from preschool to kindergarten. It shows progress. It shows maximizing your momentum. Keep it moving, keeping progressing, keep promoting so that you can live your best life. Coming up at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right there on envision-radio.com, where praise meets talk. You can listen in on the website. That's really kind of the best way to listen. There are some other apps there as well, but envision-radio.com, where praise meets talk 24/7. And then coming up at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Spike Davis and Friends show. Tune in for Last Music and More. And the Book Business Boss show is on Tuesdays at 10:30 a.m. right there on envision-radio.com, and the replays of the Book Business Boss podcast.com. That's the Book Business Boss podcast, all one word, lowercase.com. If you're ready to be a book business boss, you published a book already, and you're really ready to take it to the next level, go to beabookbusinessboss.com and download my free ebook, From Author to Entrepreneur. That's going to get you jump started. And then I have events coming up all the time. I have another one coming up in July, and mark your calendar for July 16th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to be talking about after the book, what comes next after the book. And some of you need to listen in. Excuse me. Some of you need to be listening in even if you haven't finished your book yet, because you need to know what happens after your book is done. Speaking of your book and writing a book, today is May 26th. I will be participating as a speaker for Senior Days, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. at St. Stephen Baptist Church in Hardin County in Radcliffe, Kentucky. So join me there. If you're a senior there, we're going to be talking about, why do I need to write a book? And I'm going to be sharing my 5 quick reasons and answering a lot of questions. I have some books there as well. But if you're in the Radcliffe, E-Town area, join me. St. Stephen Baptist Church in Hardin County campus in Radcliffe, Kentucky today between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. And then I'm on the move in June. So sit back and hold on. Get your calendar out. Here we go. June 1st, I'm in Lexington, Kentucky at the Carnegie Center. Their Books in Progress conference. And I'm talking about marketing for authors at 10:45 a.m. at the Carnegie Center in Lexington, Kentucky. Most of the authors don't like this piece, and I'm probably one of the few who even speak on it. So they usually know, okay, Julia, we need to talk about marketing promotion, because most people are focusing on the writing. And that is true. You should be very critical. You should be very involved in your writing process. But baby, that's get your attention, baby. You got to market and promote that book afterwards. So meet me there. If you're in and around the Lexington, Kentucky area, all of them down 75. Come on, Cincinnati. Come on, Eastern Kentucky, as far as Ashland, whatever. Just get on the highway 64 or get on the highway 75 and come on over to Lexington, Kentucky on June 1st. I'm up at 10:45 a.m. and just enjoy the whole conference as well. So go to Carnegie Center in Lexington, Kentucky. Then June 7th. Now, June is just Juneteenth. I know Father's Day is coming up, but the Juneteenth celebrations is everywhere. So June 7th at 5 p.m., I'll be at Ivy Tech for their Juneteenth celebration at Sellersburg, Indiana. Then June 8th, next morning, I'm going to jump in the car and head to Detroit, Michigan for the Hustle and Grind Urban Book Festival. Yep, I write in urban fiction too as well. So I'm looking forward to that. Contemporary fiction. I don't do many of those events, but I want to do more and more and more. So I'm looking forward to that. June 8th, I'll be in Detroit at the Hustle and Grind Urban Book Festival. Then we're back to some more Juneteenth celebrations. Jeffersonville, Indiana, right downtown. Look for us. We'll be outside a tent. And then that's June 14th from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Then the next day, June 15th, I'll be on 4th Street Live. This is all around home. So that's in Louisville, between Muhammad Ali and Liberty Streets in Louisville. And that is, of course, the Millionaire Marketplace event. That's gonna be a little late. So it's gonna give me time to sleep in the morning. Y'all know I don't sleep too late. But that's from 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. on June 15th. Then I'll get a few days rest, and then I'll get back on the highway again. I am a speaker at the Alabama Black Chamber of Commerce in Birmingham, Alabama on June 20th. Write the book that builds the brand. For more information about that, if you're in the Birmingham, Alabama, or can get over there as far as Mobile and Montgomery and Atlanta even, go to alblackcc.org. That's AL for Alabama, BLACK for Black, and then CC Chamber of Commerce.org. Thank you so much, Mr. Jerry Williams, for inviting me as well. Then, I'm going to close out the month. June 28th through the 30th, I'll be at the Indiana Black Expo. I know. I was with family the other evening, and they were like, no, Black Expo's not in June. Yes, it is, love. This time it's in June. June 28th through the 30th, Indiana Black Expo at the Indianapolis Convention Center in Indianapolis, Indiana. Let's go. Join us there. I'll have authors with me too as well. Books, and more books. Look for me. So I trust this has blessed you today. Mark your calendar. Julia's going to be jumping all over the country. At least up and down 65. And over there to 75. Throughout the month of June. You all be blessed today, tomorrow, and always. My prayer always is that you live your best life. Bye-bye.